So there is this big story unfolding tonight. The FBI has arrested the suspected leaker, the downed fighter jet over Iran. The FBI has arrested a former U.S. Special Operations Commander employee for allegedly leaking the downing of the F-15 fighter jet shot down over Iran last week. Kash Patel described the suspected leaker as a former SOCOM employee who supported our top level military warfighters for allegedly transmitting classified information to a member of the media. During a Monday press conference at the White House, President Donald Trump told reporters that the government was looking very hard to find the leaker. Yeah, we watched that the other day. See how much information. See, this doesn't provide much information, right? Like this was very new, just reported. 6:28 p.m. So this was just like 4 hours ago. And this was one of the first articles out. And I mention that because Seth Harp is making all these posts. Seth Harp is the journalist behind the Fort Bragg cartel book. It's a really good book. I sourced it in that drug war video I got quite a bit. He's posting about this woman named Courtney Williams. He says she's a veteran, a mother, and a patriotic American. She has committed no crime. Trump's unhinged DOJ will not even say what classified information she allegedly leaked. Her arrest and imprisonment is an outrage. So he's posting this in the midst of this, and I'm like, is this the same case? Is this a different case? Because he had made a couple of posts too. He said, and now it seems like he might be involved with the story. But the thing that doesn't add up is the article said that that it was because of the downed fighter jet. It was information that was leaked about that, where Seth says that they won't say. So let's take a look at first this. Yeah, I think it might be. He says the FBI is incapable of solving real crimes like the murders of Fort Bragg involving elite soldiers trafficking drugs. So they settle for retaliating against courageous whistleblowers like Courtney Williams, whose only crime was telling the truth about Delta Force. So perhaps, yeah, let's take a look at this. He probably knows quite a bit about this story. And apparently she was interviewed in his book, and he says that they might be coming after him now. Typical low quality lawyering from Trump's DOJ. The jump drive likely contained classified information. That's the standard for indicting someone. Newsflash: the drive contained an incredibly boring and tedious 100% public complaint that was too big to send via email. See, this is going all the way back to 2022. Later the same year, the journalist messaged Williams stating, "Hope you guys had a great holiday weekend, yada, yada, yada." The, on August 12th, 2025, the journalist published an article about the SMU. The article identified Williams by name. Photographs of Williams were included in the article, and Williams was credited with providing them. Let's see what their complaint says. This is their official statement on the wait. That's his statement. In an indictment ridden with embarrassing factual errors, Trump's DOJ, which has been losing cases at a record pace, claims that Courtney leaked classified material, but has not specified what that allegedly classified national defense information was. Is it classified that many Delta Force operators and officers sexually harass and discriminate against women in the workplace? Because that was the main thrust of Courtney's testimony. Oh my God. And they're trying to say it's about this thing last week? Like, this sounds like they're trying to silence her. What? Every day, without any legal consequence, former Delta Force and SEAL Team 6 operators go on podcasts and YouTube shows and incidentally reveal exactly the sorts of tactics, techniques, and procedures that the DOJ now claims it was a crime for Courtney to reveal in the course of retelling her harrowing narrative of discrimination and harassment. The DOJ indicted Courtney not to protect such information from disclosure, but to retaliate against a woman who only sought to improve workplace conditions for female soldiers and civilian employees of the military. Wow. Ironically, while the FBI was monitoring my phone and investigating Courtney on vague and weak charges, the perpetrators of half a dozen murders involving Fort Bragg soldiers involved in the drug trade had gone unsolved. Courtney Williams is a veteran, a mother, and a patriotic American. She has committed no crime. I am confident that the DOJ's slapdash indictment, full of misleadingly juxtaposed quotations taken out of context, will fall apart upon careful scrutiny. In the meantime, Courtney is presumed innocent and is entitled to due process of the law. Yeah, I really hope that that is what happens, that it gets thrown out. I mean, a lot of the cases that he's tried to bring against people like this have gotten thrown out, but this is so blatantly horrible. What the hell? And he was the journalist then. He admits here, spot on. The DOJ acts like Courtney and I were busted in the act of communicating with each other, but we never made any attempt to hide that or disguise her identity. She was quoted by name throughout my book. What was the classified information she allegedly disclosed? And he's still saying this 2 hours ago, even though 4 hours ago they're publishing mainstream news saying that it's because of this pilot thing. Now, here again, just about an hour ago, he says, I'll save an FBI tactical team the trouble of kicking my door down at 4 a.m. The jump drive contained a public complaint that was too large of an electronic file to send by email. As a lawyer, I'm astonished by the lack of specificity and pure speculation of this indictment.